We grow grapes, dried grapes for the Australian market. We virtually start working it just after Christmas, preparing for harvest, and then we get into harvest and you don't get a day off. It's every day, all day, and there's a weather change, we stopped, and what I wanted to do was to get out of the place for a while, and first thing that came into my mind was Hattah.
Hattah is the national park, this area, Hattah-Kulkyne National Park, and it's very important to the community because it's a beautiful, serene place and it has the beautiful Hattah Lakes and, you know, the lovely park where the locals love to fish and enjoy the serenity.
Well, Culture is a very special place because it was a meeting place for all traditional owners in this area. They met, they gathered, they traded, and this was a great trade area for people from, you know, even as far as Mount Gambier.
Once you come down here a few times, once you go to Walpollar, you become a convert. But you can come here and relax completely.
You know, this is a park that's completely unique in this landscape. It's a dry landscape. We're in semi-arid sort of landscape, so it needs water to survive.
I've paddled up a lot of creeks and backwaters, and one that stays in the back of my mind was Hattah when they first started pumping and the water was flowing again. And I thought, well, it doesn't get much better than this. I think I changed my mind rather than anyone changed it for me. I thought, no, it's too good to lose. So therefore I was on the positive side of it all the time. I didn't really, well, I'd seen how the gum trees, all the tops of the gum trees were dying, and they needed something to keep them going, or we weren't going to have gum trees in Hattah National Park.
Natural flows into Hattah have declined over time as the amount of water we've consumed from the rivers has increased. So the big storages upstream store floods. They store the small and medium floods. And those are the small and medium floods that used to flow into Hattah very regularly, providing that regular top-up of water, and the big floods provided the huge landscape scale flooding. All of those have reduced, so we've got less often, less volume, less area of flooding. So the works seek to address that by allowing us to manage closer to the natural regime of the extent, the frequency and the duration of flooding. So we maintain those key ecological processes in the lakes.
You know, we know that water in the lakes brings people. We know that the visitation goes up 50% once the lakes have got water in them. So, you know, national parks are as much about protecting the ecological values, the natural values, as they are being made available for the public, so that the public can come and enjoy these areas. So, water in the lakes certainly will do that, but also it's important at protecting some of these cultural values. This is a really rich area for cultural values, and investing in this project will really help protect those for the long term, and yeah, that's really important for this area.
We've got a bit of a scar out of this tree here. Now that's a possible a shield tree that's when they carve it, split from the top down.
There's a number of groups that lay claim over to this area, so the whole culture area is very sensitive. There's burial sites, scar trees, you've got shell bins, plenty around here. So there's a lot of cultural significance to this area, very important for the history of Indigenous people and also for the education of the future generation. It's about achieving things for the future, because if we don't do nothing now, what's there going to be handed down to, you know, my grandchildren and their kids, stuff like that. You know, once the park's open back up, I'll be bringing my kids down here, my grandkids, and saying, well, this is what we achieved.
This project I see as showing that we can look after the environment, and that's as far as I'll go. Not keep it as it is, but that we can look after the environment.